Hello, hello, happy Friday. Thought it would be useful to have a kind of a background video for those of you who aren't super familiar with Bharatanatyam or Indian culture, classical stuff. I thought it would be useful for me to kind of give you a tiny bit of background on what it is that I'm doing, and because a lot of you may not be familiar. So, by the way, you all should check out my blog. I do have a blog on Medium where I do go into more of the details about Bharatanatyam, the kind of concepts, the history, a little more of kind of the academic side, let's put it that way. And I don't want to get into too much detail on a video like this, but just to keep it plain, Bharatanatyam is a South Indian classical dance form that has been around for many, many centuries. And it was originally performed by a group of women called the Devadasis in the Hindu temples in southern India, in the state of Tamil Nadu specifically. So it's now grown to be or proliferated, let's put it that way. Sorry, my allergies are just bothering me today, so I'm going to rub my nose a lot. It's proliferated to become one of the most well-known classical Indian dance styles, worldwide. So there's a lot of history and kind of stuff to get into and to dig into on that, which I won't do in this video, but I just wanted to tell you that piece of it. The Arangetram, what I'm preparing for, which will be next August, is considered a milestone in any Bharatanatyam dancer's training. And technically in Arangetram, you can do it for any classical dance, not even dance, classical art form. You can do it for music, you can do it for singing, you can do it for dance. So Arangetram is not limited to dance. But basically, it means it's the first time that you, as a solo performer, perform on stage for an audience. So it's essentially a expression of your ability to perform solo and to be a professional dancer. Okay, so just to kind of, as you're going to hear me talk about in a lot of these videos, the pieces that I'm learning and stuff I'm performing and stuff I'm griping about, it would be good for you to have background on that as well. My performance is going to be a program, and we call that amalgam. And it's made up of several different pieces. And like most Bharatanatyam Arangetrams have like some essential pieces to them that you would expect to see. But mine in particular will have, it'll be two parts. There'll be an intermission in between. The first part will open with the first thing you open with in any Arangetram is a prayer. What we call in our dance school, it's a Todai Mangalam. And it's just a prayer basically to bless and open the event on an auspicious footing. The first piece that I will be performing is what's called a Malari, and it's a mixture of kind of slow and kind of quicker tempo rhythms. It's a shorter piece. It's maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. It's not that long. And then I'm going to be going straight to the Varnam, which you hear me talking about in a lot of my shorts, which is the piece I'm learning right now. And a Varnam is generally the longest piece in any Bharatanatyam recital. And it's a piece that's very complicated because it's usually composed of both pure dance, like physical dance, and abhinaya, which is the kind of expressive storytelling part of Bharatanatyam. So that piece is 26 minutes long, the one that I'm doing. Then there will be a intermission. Then after that, I've already learned two abhinaya pieces, like pure abhinaya pieces that I'm going to be performing. I would like to learn a third because well, I'll get to that in a second. So I've learned two abhinaya pieces that will be performed after the intermission. And then right before the end, basically the ending piece is called Tilana, which is usually the ending piece in any Bharatanatyam recital. It's very quick, it's energetic, it's joyous, and it's just pure form, pure dance expression. And there's usually a slight bit of abhinaya in the middle. So yeah, the Abhinaya pieces that I'm performing, I have learned one that is in Tamil, and that's about Krishna. I have learned a second that is in my father's native tongue of Malayalam. My dad is from Kerala, so I am doing one piece in Malayalam, and then I would like to do a third Abhinaya piece, maybe an abhang in Marathi, because my mother hails from Maharashtra and her mother tongue was Marathi. So I'm hoping that I'll get to learn a third Abhinaya piece in Marathi. So fingers crossed for me on that because that would make it so cool. Anyway, that is the kind of rundown basically on what I'm trying to do. And so, basically, what I'm trying to train my body to do for the next year is to just be able to push through these pieces and dance for an hour and a half, 2 hours with not with no real breaks and be able to do it with all the expression that I need to do. So that's the big goal. It's very formidable one, especially being nearly 50 years old, but I'm really super excited. So that's kind of some background on what I'm doing. And for any of you who have done an Arangetram in the past or have any thoughts or ideas or like Bharatanatyam aficionados, I'm like open to your suggestions and comments, recommendations, anything, especially for training and for refining my technique. So, anyway, enjoy your weekend, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye bye.